In this video, I'm going to learn how to block cotton. Some stitches you use, they pull up, they don't lay flat, they're all kind of crinkled. This is a square I made from a pattern I got out of Interweave Crochet magazine for the Coogie Bay dress. Okay, what I've done is I've taken the piece and I've sprayed it with water and dampened it a little bit. I have my press and cut board. You can use a towel or whatever, a foam mat. There's a lot of different things you can use for blocking. Now this one here, you're gonna have to pin block it to open up the stitches. So I'm going to start with this corner and I'm going to put the pin in the corners, and it's supposed to be 9 inches, so I come down to the 9 on my board and pin it there, and the 9-inch mark on this corner. She is stretching it. That's a good thing. And then the 9-inch on this corner. You just want to be consistent. Do it like this one here. I did 2 inches. So on this edge I want to go 2 inches this way. And so I will pin it here. And then do the same spot on all the corners at 2-inch mark, 2 inches from the corner. Now if this was straight edge across the side, I would put a pin in the middle, but this isn't a straight edge, it goes down, so over here I want to that spot, so on this side you want to pin it into the same position on every side if it's shaped symmetrical. Now if it's asymmetrical, you have to figure that one out. Alright, and then I just need to do this edge up here. And I tilt the pins away from the center. See how I did that? The pins are all kind of leaning outward, and that helps hold it into position too. And then if it may have started to dry, so I just go over lightly with another little bit more spritz and pat it. Now if you're in a hurry, you can take a hair dryer and dry it, but I am just going to let this sit for a couple hours until it dries on its own, and then I'll remove it from the board. But you can see how much these stitches have opened up. It just really brings out a pattern. You can do the same method for knit as well, and yeah, that's how you block a piece of cotton crochet. Okay, now this is a few hours later and I'm going to remove it from the blocking board. It's dry pretty much. It might have slight spots of dampness, but I do believe it's dry enough. Now notice that I'm taking the pins out and there's not much movement. It moves just a little bit, so that means it is blocked. Now if you take the pins out and it shrinks back up, then you need to do a little bit more blocking. Use either steam or something to affect your blocking a little more. Maybe you need to wet it a little harder. Something to that effect. Now with natural fibers like cotton and wool, silk, After washing, you may need to block it again. You can hear my son singing in the background. So if you wonder what that noise is, that's Ryan. But this is my blocked square. Now you'll be able to see it really well on the dark table. And I did not draw my tails in. I'll do that now that it's blocked, because when you block it stretches and the tails would pop out anyway. Tuck that behind there. And there is my blocked square for the Coogie Bag dress. And I'm actually liking this. I didn't think I'd like the color, but now that its square is made up, I think I will use this to make my dress. So I hope this lesson in blocking helps answer some of your questions, and if you have any more questions, feel free to ask in the space below the video in the comments, and don't forget to rate and subscribe. Happy crocheting!